In the winter of 2018, the world saw Haley Dunphy. They saw the bubbly, fashion-obsessed teenager from Modern Family, a show that was at the time the biggest sitcom on the planet. They saw red carpets, they saw awards, they saw a young woman who had it all. But what they didn't see was the math. They didn't see that while Sarah Hyland was smiling for the cameras at the Golden Globes, her body was actively engaging in biological warfare against itself. They didn't know that she was looking at her father and feeling not love, but guilt. A specific, crushing guilt that she later described in a raw interview with Self magazine as feeling like she had, quote, killed the kidney he gave her. We are taught to view an organ transplant as a finish line, a happy ever after. You get the organ, the credits roll, and you live a normal life. That is a lie. A transplant is not a cure. It is merely a trade. You are trading a terminal illness for a chronic, manageable, but incredibly dangerous condition that requires lifelong vigilance. It is a loan taken out against your own biology, and as Sarah Hyland found out, the interest rate can be lethal. To understand the crash, we have to look at the chassis. Sarah Hyland was born with kidney dysplasia. Essentially, her kidneys didn't develop correctly in the womb. Kidneys are the body's filtration plant. They scrub toxins from your blood. When they fail, your blood becomes poison. Sarah spent her childhood battling this, but she managed. She fought through pain, fatigue, and surgeries, therefore developing a resilience that would eventually land her the role of a lifetime on Modern Family. But by 2012, at age 21, her native kidneys quit. She needed a transplant. Enter the hero, her father, Edward Hyland. He was a match. He donated his kidney. The surgery was a success. And this is where the flaw in our understanding and perhaps Sarah's own hope took root. Here is the core principle of immunology. Your body is a xenophobe. Its primary directive is to identify self and kill non-self. When you put someone else's kidney into your body, your immune system doesn't see a gift. It sees an invader. It sees a virus. It sees a threat. Therefore, to keep the organ, you must take immunosuppressants, drugs that handcuff your immune system. Tacrolimus, prednisone, mycophenolate. Sarah thought the battle was over. In reality, she had just entered a Cold War.
For a few years, the illusion held. Modern Family was a juggernaut. Sarah Hyland was America's sweetheart. She was making money, she was famous, and she looked healthy. But inside, the numbers were shifting. In late 2016, 4 years after the transplant, Sarah's body began to break the handcuffs. Her creatinine levels, a marker of kidney function, started to spike. The doctors saw the signs of rejection. Therefore, they tried to save the kidney. How? By saving the organ, they had to destroy her appearance. Think of your immune system like a riot police squad. If they start attacking a peaceful protest, the kidney, the government, the doctors, sends in a heavy sedative gas to knock everyone out. In medical terms, this is high-dose prednisone and other steroids. The side effects were brutal. Sarah developed moon face, severe swelling caused by the steroids. Proof point? In a candid revelation to Self magazine, Sarah admitted she had to be essentially bubbled. Her immune system was so compromised that a common cold could kill her. She was filming a comedy, making millions laugh while wearing specialized shapewear to hide the protruding bump of the failing kidney in her abdomen. She later revealed on The Ellen Show that during scenes where Haley Dunphy was casually sitting on the sofa looking at her phone, Sarah was actually sitting because she physically could not stand up. She was exhausted. She was dying again. And the public? They did what the internet does best. They bullied her. They accused her of plastic surgery. They accused her of being pregnant. They mocked the swelling that was literally keeping her alive. But Sarah couldn't tell the truth yet. She was trapped in the illusion of success while the red flags of rejection were turning into sirens.
Valentine's Day, 2017. The crash. The doctors confirmed it. The kidney, her father's kidney, was dead. It was a burnt-out husk. Now, we need to stop the music. We need to talk about the psychology of the sunk cost fallacy applied to human life. When an organ fails, it is a medical tragedy. But when an organ donated by a parent fails, it is a psychological catastrophe. Proof point. In that 2018 self-cover story, Sarah dropped the facade entirely. She said, quote, "I was very depressed. When a family member gives you a second chance at life and it fails, it almost feels like it's your fault. It's not, but it does." She went further. She admitted to suicidal ideation. She told interviewers she would mentally write letters to her loved ones, explaining why she couldn't do it anymore. She felt like a burden, a liability. Why? Because the treatment required another sacrifice. She needed another kidney. Her younger brother, Ian, was a match. Most people would think great, a solution. But Sarah didn't feel relief. She felt terror. She had already killed one kidney. What if she killed her brothers too? This is the brutal reality of the core principle. Vigilance isn't just about taking pills. It's about the mental weight of carrying someone else's sacrifice inside you. Knowing that at any moment, your body might decide to destroy it. May 2017. The doctors had to remove the first transplanted kidney. But during the surgery, they found something worse. The dead kidney had caused her abdominal wall to hernia. Proof point. Sarah described this as looking like a frying pan had hit her stomach. She spent months in the hospital. Then, in September 2017, they went back in. They put Ian's kidney in. This wasn't a movie montage. This was agony. This was fear. This was Sarah Hyland sitting in a hospital bed watching her little brother in pain in the next bed over, wondering if she was going to ruin his life too. Today, Sarah Hyland is married to Wells Adams. She is working. She is smiling. But, and this is the most important but of the entire video, she is not cured. She still takes the pills. She still gets her blood drawn constantly. She still lives with the knowledge that the biological clock is ticking on Ian's kidney, just like it did on her father's. So, why does this matter to you? You probably don't have kidney dysplasia. You probably aren't a sitcom star. It matters because we all treat our health like a transactional purchase. We think if we just do X, if we just lose the weight, if we just take the antibiotic, if we just get the surgery, we are done. We cross the finish line. Sarah's story teaches us that health is not a destination. It is maintenance. It is a lease, not a purchase. Whether you are managing diabetes, debt, or depression, the cure is rarely a magic bullet. The cure is the discipline to show up every single day, to take the meds, to do the work, even when you feel like a burden, even when you're tired. Sarah Hyland didn't survive because she was lucky. She survived because she accepted the math. She accepted that she would never be fixed, but she could still be whole. A transplant isn't a cure, it's a second chance. And, as Sarah proved, sometimes you need a third. Don't waste yours.